Hi, welcome to Auntie Nat's Crochet. Thank you for choosing this video. Allow me to teach you how to play with yarn. Do subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is at this corner. And do check out my other videos too. They are all as informative and fun to learn as this video. And today I'm going to make a laptop bag. A bag to put my laptop. I'm using rope yarn. These are called rope yarn. If you can see, it's like a rope, and I'm using these two color. This is for the alphabet. I'm gonna have a name on the back, and this is the color of the back. And I'm using a 3.5 mm hook. You can use 3, you can use 4, it doesn't really matter, because if you use a different hook size, the bag will be slightly different in size. So depending on what kind of hook you have. And this is a rope yarn. You cannot use less than 3 mm, if not it will be quite difficult to crochet. Okay, now let's start. Okay, I'm gonna start by making a knot. You can do this way. Pull up a loop and make a knot, or this is just my habit of making a knot. I normally would just cross the yarn. I put through once and I put through two, I pull and I have a knot. This is just my habit. Or you can do a knot anyhow that's comfortable with you. So for this laptop bag, I'm going to do chain 43. So chain 43, you can measure this against your laptop. In case the yarn that you have is the thickness is different from mine. Mine is about, it's a 2 mm rope. So if yours is thicker or thinner, then when you make your chain, your foundation chain, it might come out a different length. So it's best that you measure this against your laptop. So after I do a chain 43, I'm going to do a chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after chain 5, I'm going to work on the bum side of the yarn. If you see here, there's 2 strands here, right? I mean, there's the front loop. This is the front loop, this is the back loop. So now turn your yarn, and this is the bum side. I'm going to work on this bum side. All this bum. This is what I call the bum side. So now I'm going to go to the 6th stitch. So you just count your bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to the 6th stitch. Oops, sorry, yarn over first. Go to the 6th stitch and do a double crochet. Then you're gonna chain 1, yarn over, you're gonna skip 1 bump and go to the next. Chain 1, skip 1 bump, go to the next. So you're gonna do this until the end of the row. Okay, I've reached the end of the row. You should have something like this, and I've measured against the laptop. I should have 22 boxes. I'm gonna count this as one box. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22. So this is the width. Now I'm going to work my way up. So here I have done my last double crochet on this row. Whoops. And this is my last double crochet exactly on the last bump here, and here I'm gonna chain 4. 1 2 3 4, yarn over, turn my work, and go right on top of the previous double crochet and make a double crochet. This is a very simple pattern. All you have to do is chain 1, go straight to the top of the previous double crochet and make a double crochet. That's all. And now I'm working on the, you can do the back panel first because the back panel is all the same. I mean, it's these boxes, but when it comes to the front panel, I would have a part in somewhere on the top. I'm gonna do double crochet, close up double crochet, so that I can add the word, the name for the back. Okay, so this is what I count as one box. So from here until here I will have 22 boxes, and from here upwards I'm going to make 28 boxes. So this 28 boxes is for the back panel. So you do a back panel first. Now I'll come back to you and show you how to do the front panel. Okay, when you come to the end of the second row, it's the same. You still chain 1, yarn over. So instead, because there's no double crochet here, we skip 1 because this is, we're gonna skip 1 every box, right? So we go to the next one. So it's gonna look like this. So at least this will look like a double crochet. And when you reach here, you reach over this side because this is a chain 4. Same thing, you skip 1 and you go on top of the chain 3 because you chain 4, so you just go on top of the chain 3 here, and you have 1 skip here, and you will create a box. So same thing, when you reach this end here, crochet here because this one is the one that we skip. So go to this one, which is on top of the chain 3 because the whole thing is chain 4. So I'll come back to you once I have 28 boxes and show you how it look like. Okay, this is how it look like, the back panel. This from here to here I have 22 boxes. I count this as one box, and from here until here I have 28 boxes so that the laptop can go in. So the back is going to be this way, not horizontal but vertical, I mean this way up. So this is where I'm gonna make the strap. So this is the back panel. The whole back panel look like this. And now for the front panel, because as per request, someone requested for this bag, and I'd like to have her name here, Kim, K-I-M. So I'm gonna make one part here which is close up where there's no hole, so that I can sew the alphabet. So here, from here until here. It's 15 rows, so this is optional. You can just do the same pattern all the way. And from each side here, from each corner, I'm going to do 3 boxes. Okay, so sorry. So this is 1 box, 2 box, 3 box. So this part here, I'm going to build close up. There's no box. So now I'm going, instead of chain 1, I'm going to yarn over and go to this middle stitch here, or you can just go in the hole here. And do a double crochet. Do a double crochet and then a double crochet on top of the double crochet. Let me do that again. So you see there's no box, it's cover up this way. So again, I'm going to go to that space there. I'm going to do this until I have 3 boxes left at the side. So there's no chain 1. This is optional. But if you do this part here, you can actually add your name or any logo, or you can sew some fancy stuff on it, like flowers or leaves. See, you're gonna look like this. So I have 3 boxes here. I'm gonna have 3 boxes here. Just do 1 double crochet into the space area and 1 on top of the previous double crochet. So I'm going to do this for 6 rows, depending how wide is the things that you're gonna sew onto this patch here. Because I've done the alphabet, the word Kim, K-I-M, and I've measured the word Kim is, I need about 6 boxes away. Oops. So I have 3 boxes here. So once I reach here again, I'm going to chain 1, skip 1, and do double crochet on top of the double crochet. chain 1, skip 1, and here you skip 1. So this is how this row will look like. So here you can see the holes, 3 holes here, here no hole, and here. So let me show you how my alphabet look like. I will share the link to the tutorial video for this alphabet. So happen this M is this big, this I is also this big, and this K, and I would need some space here. It will not be exactly here, so that's why I start from 3 boxes away, so at least here there's a gap before I put the name. So depending whether you're going to put a name here or some cartoon character or whatever logo you want to put here, you can just do this part. So I'm gonna do exactly like this for another 5 rows, so all in 6 rows like this. So here I would have a rectangle piece like this close up where I can sew the name nicely without seeing all these holes. So I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of that row, that 6 rows. Okay, I did 6 rows of it, so it looks like this. So this is where I'm gonna put the alphabet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here I have 15 rows. Here until here 15. Here until here 6. So now here I have to build another 7 boxes. 7, I count as boxes, yeah, instead of rows. So this box, I need a 7 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from here on I'm going to chain 1. I'm gonna skip 1 and go back to the earlier pattern. Chain 1, skip 1, and you'll come back to this pattern. So here you kind of have a rectangle. This is optional, but if you want it this way, you can just follow. So I'll come back to you once I have the front panel ready, and we're gonna do the sides. Okay, I just want to show you here I ran out of yarn. Okay, this is end of the yarn. So what I'm gonna do is I chain 1. I'm gonna do a double crochet. So I yarn over, and these 2 here I'm gonna use a new yarn because these are not cotton yarn. I cannot tie a knot, and it's not that easy, it's kind of thick. So here I'm gonna yarn over with the new yarn, then chain 1, and then go to the next and do a double crochet. This 2, you can hide it here. I'm gonna slowly hide it inside somewhere here, and you make sure that is the back of the back, the inside of the back, so that it hides around here. Then from here just continue, because this is a rope yarn, it's kind of thick, so it's not as easy as cotton yarn where I can just tie a knot and continue with the next yarn. Maybe I've seen my previous video. So these 2, if you want, tie a knot first and make sure this is the back, so you won't be able to see it, and use your needle and make it go hide in between. Hide as much as you can so that this one come off easily. I normally do not cut this away. I'll cut until when it's very near the end, but not now, because this is where I join it. If you cut here, chances of here coming off is very high. So I'll come back to you once I'm at the 7th row. This is the 2nd row, so I need few more. Okay, as per my friend's request, she wanted the name Kim here, so I sew this here. If you so happen you want to put KIM as well, I will share the description in the description box how to crochet this letter K, I and M. And once you crochet this actually looks like an X, but we have to sew it straight down to make it look like more like a K. I use normal thread and needle, just normal thread and needle to sew it on, and I chose a color that is as near as possible, because you sew it on is way better than you glue it on, because glue sometimes might harden this part and it won't turn out nice anymore. So now we're gonna make the sides here, one strap of sides from here to here and here. So for the strap at the side there, we're gonna chain 5. Okay, this is just my habit of making a knot. You're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the width. If you think you want to be longer, you can chain 6 or chain 8, but I think 5 should be okay. This is the width between these two, between the front panel and the back panel. So up to you how many chain you want it to be. I'm gonna chain one more. I'm going to go to the bum side, the second stitch from the hook. I'm going to go to the bum side and do single crochet all the way to the end. So I should have 5 stitches, 5 single crochet, because I add one more stitch just now before I turn. So here I have 5 stitches, and at the end of every row you just chain 1, turn the work and do 5 single crochet. So I mean, if you plan to have 5 every row, you just make sure you have 5, because if not it will not stay. I mean, like here 4 and you miss out this, then it will kind of like it will slant this way. So if you're gonna make 6 single crochet, you make sure you have 6 single crochet every row. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's why you see it comes a straight line instead of slanting in or out. So you just make sure you decide what is the width, and after that you make sure every row you have the same number of stitch. So I'll come back to you once I have the length. I'll show you how you can measure it on the back, because my back could be different from your back. Our height and length could be different. So I'll come back to you and show you how I'm going to connect this to the back. Okay, I've made the strap for the side of the bag. So instead of counting how many rows, because there's just too many rows. Sometimes you might miscount. So normally what I do is when I reach the end here, which I think this is the length that I want, I do not cut my yarn yet, and I normally will start sewing from this end. So in case if I were to join this up to here, sometimes you could have miscount. You come here and you think that, oh, I have a bit more, and at least you can still do your single crochet. So never cut this until you are very sure that this is the actual length that you want. So I've sewed the word Kim here. I sew with normal thread, and the back panel here, when I reach the length that I want, so happen I still have a little bit yarn left. So I'm going to connect this first, this part, to this one. Once you get the back or front panel, one of the panel, once you get it right, the other one would be easy. So here you take the part where there's the beginning part where you do not have the yarn. Here I still have this yarn here attached, just in case I did too many rows or too little rows, then at least I can do something about it here. If you cut your yarn, then it will be a bit difficult because you have to use an independent yarn and redo again. So here you just take a look and see which side you want. To me it's the same, it's just single crochet. So happen I have this, so I'll just continue from here. You just go into that stitch, and let me get that to the back. Let me get this stitch to the back and start from the back here. Let me see. Okay, so this is the top part. So I'm going to do single crochet. So you do here, you have these boxes here, you do one in the box and one on this double crochet, one in the box, one on the double crochet, so you'll be consistent. But when you reach the end here, because it's a turning, this turning here, you will need to do 2 double crochet, which means when you connect one to this side and one to this side. So these 2 will be a different spot, but here will be 2 stitch in this particular space. So I'll get that to you. I get to you when I reach there. I'll show you how. So here, this space here, you see this space here, one on the space, then you go to the next stitch. This won't be easy because it's a little bit thick, and you do a single crochet, and then one on this double crochet here, and you go to the next stitch. On this strap is always the next stitch. Here it depends, sometimes at the corner here you do 2 in the same spot. So you're gonna do single crochet all around. Do slowly because this is rope yarn, it's not easy to pull, you might hurt your finger, so be patient. Anyway, crochet is always about patience, right? So this is how the stitch will look like, and later I'll show you once I'm at this corner. Okay, you should have this straight. If yours is not straight, then it's best that you add marker before you start to crochet, because sometimes you might grab more and you will see that here you have extra, whereas here you grab the correct part, but here you grab more, so you're gonna look like this at the back. So here you make sure it's straight, and now the turning point, this is where I turn. So I still have one more box before the turning point. Whoops. And one on the double crochet, on top of that double crochet. And in this last box here, I'm going to do 2 into that box. I'm going to do 2 stitch in this box, but the back is a different stitch. We don't go to the same stitch. So it's gonna look like this. It's gonna curve nicely. So in this same box you do 2 stitch, but here 2 different stitch. And then you continue one on top of the double crochet and one in the space area. And before you continue, I'll just show you, it's best that you add your marker. See, because before you crochet it's straight, but once you crochet sometimes you just grab the wrong part. So here you make sure it's straight, then you just add your marker, so that when you crochet, when you grab the one at the back, it won't run much. So when you grab the one at the back, this one won't run and you won't grab the wrong thing, because this is holding it. Then you make one more here, and when you come to this part here, do 2. And this is the starting point there. I'll try and hide this as much as possible inside here. And you continue to add marker here. And mine, I think I still need one more row. I'm not sure, I have to come here first. One, because the turning here is crucial. So once you turn, you might not know, maybe I might need one more stitch the other side. So that's why always never cut your yarn first, just leave it like that. So I'll come back to you once I connect to the top there, and I'll show you how I connect to the front panel. Okay, I've connected until here. So this is how the sides look like. So it's gonna look like this. So I've connected with the back panel. So now I'm going to do the front panel. And make sure you got it the right way. If you have a name or a logo here, don't do it the other way. Because this is where you put in your laptop. So it's this way. And just in case if anything goes wrong, it's best that you add a paper clip. You add a marker here, just in case, to hold it, to make sure that this corner goes here. And you make sure this corner goes here, so that when you crochet, sometimes you might accidentally pull, you won't pull too much. Then you put one more here and one more here. Same goes for the 2 sides, just in case, because this is softer and this is thick. So this is actually, we're supposed to stretch it when we crochet. So now it kind of like lay this way for a long time, because I fold it while I'm doing the back panel, the other sides. So this one kind of like shrink. So it's actually the same size. So in order for it not to go different sides, different way, just in case, you make sure this corner belongs to this corner, and oh, okay, and also this corner, and yes, here, because here when I crochet, this is the last stitch, and this one, remember the one that I left it here because of this single crochet, this single crochet here, I left it here. I can continue to crochet here. Well, this side I can just cut the yarn. I already chain one, make a knot, and make a knot here, cut the yarn, and this one use a tapestry needle or use your hook and try hide it all the way inside here so that it won't show from the outside. And here I'm going to use this yarn, the balance yarn from this strap here, and continue to crochet. So same thing here, one through here, you should do one from here, one in the hole in the space here, one on top of the double crochet, one in the space, and one on top of the double crochet. So here one, you should start with this one here, one, and then the next, and then the next, and the next, and the next, and make sure you add marker everywhere so that you won't over pull. So I'll come back to you once I have all this nicely fastened. Okay, I've connect the front panel and the back panel, so I've reached the last stitch here. Whoops. I've reached the last stitch here, and now I'm going to do single crochet all around. So in every space here, I'm going to do one single crochet, and then on top of this double crochet I'm going to do a single crochet. So one here and one inside here. You're going to do this all around from here, continue until you come back here. Then we're going to make the back strap. This one now is just single crochet all around. In this space here, you do one will do, because actually we just skip one and did one double crochet. So if you do two single crochet here, it kind of widen up, so you do one will enough. So I'll come back to you once I complete the whole round, and we'll do the back strap. Well, suddenly it's raining very heavily outside. So now I've come to the end of the row. From here, I single crochet all around here, and I come back here. So this is the last stitch. So here I cut the yarn. So what you do is you put your hook from behind, pull your yarn over, and the part here, this last stitch here, you will see that you have this three line here, the V shape here, and at the back there's one more knot here. Take this knot, and go up this this V shape here and pull the yarn over, so it will kind of lock it here, and you will have a perfect finish. So you will not know where is the starting and where's the ending. And now we're going to do the back strap, because this is going to be a laptop bag. So the strap I'm going to make a little bit thicker so they can carry the weight of the laptop. Okay, I've done one side of it, this back strap. I did a chain 5, and it's slightly longer than my other bag, because this bag is longer. It's for a laptop. My previous bag is slightly smaller, and if I were to put an A4 paper the paper might chuck out here or your laptop, it might show a bit. And the strap here is a chain 4, so because this bag is smaller, so a more narrow strap will do, because you do not need to carry so much weight. But this bag is longer, so I need this to be slightly longer, not that long, just slightly longer. And or you can do up to the length that you want, but I wouldn't recommend that you do it too long. So long your arms can go in here, it's fine. If it's too long, then it still won't be suitable. So now I'll show you how I'm going to do this part here. Let me get my yarn. So what I do is I'm going to leave 3 boxes here. 1, 2, 3. You can see I count it as boxes. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to start here. You get a yarn. And chain 1. And you're going to do single crochet in the next 5. Or all in 5. You will come back to this double crochet here. So you're gonna cover this 2 boxes here. So from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're gonna get 5 stitches. You're gonna chain 1, turn the work. This is the tricky part. Turn the work. And I also hide this yarn along so that it's more secured. And continue, you chain 1, you turn your work, and you continue to do single crochet, just like the sides here. You make sure every row, if you're going to do 5, you make sure every row you have 5 stitches. If not, it will slant a certain way. So if you intend to do 6, you make sure every row you have 6. So I'm doing 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 here. One more. This side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once I have 5, chain 1. And turn the work. Because this is a bag, it's kind of difficult to keep turning this way, so I turn it this way, put my hook in again, and crochet. So this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, and the 5 is always the corner here. So you have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again you chain 1, because if you're going to turn your work every time like this, so you can just remove it. You go according to your finger, do it in a way that you do not have to turn the back so often. And you continue until you come to the length that you want, and later I'll show you how I'm gonna connect it to the other side of the back to make a back strap. Whoops, this last one is always the critical one. The single crochet is kind of hard. And don't forget to cut this away. It will show. So cut as deep as you can. Oops. Cut as deep as you can, and it will not show. So I'll come back to you once I'm at this side. And if you're also interested in my other bag, you can check it out. It's called a Prada tote bag. You can check under my profile. Okay, I've come to the length that I want. It's the same length. And you make sure this face the right side. This is 3 boxes away. So it should be 1, 2, 3 here. And this, make sure it face this way. You press it down, push it down, 1, 2, 3, so it should be here. So from here you grab this yarn over, I'm gonna do it this way. It so happen I end here, so I'm gonna do this way and go this way. So you pull the yarn over and you're gonna do single crochet. And here you see it's connected nicely. So here you just chain 1 and make a knot. And normally I'll make sure this is slightly longer. I wouldn't cut until the end here. I would leave a little bit of tail so that I can hide it around here. Just use your hook, go through all this and pull it over. Because this is the inside, so it doesn't really matter. And here, oh yeah, maybe I should make one more stitch here. Let me see. Because here it looks like it's not connected, you can just make one more stitch here. That's why it's good to leave a bit of a tail, just in case something like this comes up. Pull it down, then here you see, just now I have a tiny gap here. It's like this part not connected, and we hide the yarn around here, hide it through all this. It wouldn't be easy because it's too thick to go through the tapestry needle. So you slowly hide it all around here, or you can just cut the yarn. And this is how the final product look like. I've checked it is big enough for my laptop. So I hope you like this pattern. Thank you for watching. Thank you for choosing this tutorial video. Do subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next post.